Hey folks. So I have some kind of disappointing news. I got hacked. Um yeah, I mean like hacked. The only thing left in my bank is my max cape. And I'm really not sure what to do with myself. Yeah, holy shit. I lost 6 bill worth of items. Yeah, I was close to having a max bank and it's just gone now. Um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's why I haven't uploaded in like 3 weeks. It's just been. I mean, I found out that I got hacked, and I just why play? You know, it's kind of hard to build up that motivation to log in every single day and to create content when you've got nothing. It's honestly pretty disappointing. Almost almost as disappointing as believing that intro. Actually, I didn't get hacked. I'm fine. I sold it to a Chinese gold selling organization. Haha. Nah, I'm just kidding. I haven't uploaded in 3 weeks because I am bored. I'm pretty damn bored, and I've been trying to figure out what to do in order to satiate my needs, to really get back in there and to start making more content. And in my brain, I was like, we could wait for summer sweep up. And this morning, it got announced that it'll be next week. Next week, they're gonna do some of the summer sweep up changes, or we could wait for Delve. Now, PD keeps trying to convince me to make an Iron Man. I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not making a fucking Iron Man. There's like challenges and shit out there. And a buddy of mine just said, what about Green Man when he would do like rebuilds, like Tiba only rebuilds, or one build from scratch or whatever the fuck. And I thought, you know what, that could be fun. I'd be down with doing it from scratch. And so I sold everything. It's all gone. Well, mostly everything. We'll walk through it here a little bit, kind of outline some things for you. But I'm gonna do it from scratch series. I don't have a cute name for it yet. Besides, this title is probably gonna be I got hacked and lost everything. Something clickbaity and awful. Yeah, I'd like to kind of rebuild the bank, and obviously I've got all my gold still here in platinum tokens, so we know, this is what I left with. And when Delve comes out, I do plan to liquidate this and get gear for Delve and try it out and whatnot, and that'll stay separate from the actual account. But I would like to fully rebuild and go from there. I'd like to think that this will keep me pretty occupied. It'll be kind of Iron Man-y, but I'm not gonna, log in and spend 2 hours mining iron ore. It'll be more of it's a rebuild. It'll be a rebuild. I can log in, I can farm some gold, do some content with, unique builds and builds with unique with unique armor and weapons. It should be unique enough to keep me titillated, I would like to think. We'll find out here, though. Just first and foremost, I'm going to go through a bunch of images and shit that I'll throw on screen, and then we'll talk about what I've kept. Got rid of the ancient scepters with the blood quartzes. I got rid of my champion scroll, and then I did drop the dragon defender, but walked it back, as you can see in the inventory here. We'll talk about that in a minute. 19 Vorkath heads. Dropped them. Quite frankly, I'm keeping the cape there as well, as you can see, so it's not really like I need it or anything. But HQ head, KBD head, alchemical hydra head, and Ava's assembler gone. You can see here that I dropped 265 crystal shards. I don't have the GE value for my ground items. I have no idea how much that was worth, but I'm sure at some point during this rebuild we're going to wind up getting crystal armor and Bofa, and I didn't want that to get mixed into the pot, and I wasn't going to turn them into super combat potions to sell them, so onto the ground they went. Dropped 99 salve amulets and 33 books of darkness. That's a cute one. I found out that there were still 7 errant purescences inside of my colossal pouch that I excommunicated as soon as I found that out. I didn't know if I wanted to drop my colossal pouch or not. It's still in the inventory there. I dropped all of the Karis gems. I'm not really sure, because the Karis, it's not untradeable, but you just get it for free from what's her face. And the gems, I really didn't want to go back through TOA for the 1 in 180 to get them. So I just decided to keep them, and that's pretty much it. We lost a lot of money due to GE tax and the crashing prices of things right now, but we got about 5.6 bill in tokens here. And as far as stuff that we've kept, keeping the max cape, keeping all 3 of the max capes. I don't really want to just throw away 9 mil from the capes, and quite frankly, like I guess I really don't know. I don't want to have to do the Infernal again. I don't want to have to do... I mean, I will wind up at some point, just for the money, do Coliseum a bunch, but I don't really want to wait until Coliseum for the cape, and I figure, you know, if I'm keeping Infernal Cape, I may as well keep this and keep this, and we'll just... The cape slot is set, okay? For 3 styles, we've got the capes. Void, I could not bring myself to delete Void and to do the pest control grind again, because I figured what would wind up happening is I have 0 GP, and I've got to rebuild, so I would just go sit at pest control for 2 or 3 days while AFKing at work, and then have it back anyways, so why? Like, I'm not doing that to myself. It's not gonna be any content for you. It's gonna be like a 20-second montage of me AFKing pest control games and then buying the Elite Void back. So we're not doing that, we're keeping it. In a similar vein, I decided to take the Dragon Defender off the ground there. I would just get like 100k for rune armor, and I would go kick Cyclopses or punch Cyclopses until it dropped. Like, there was no reason for me not to. Rada's Blessing, I deleted all the other, what do you call it, Diary Cape items, or Diary Cape? Achievement Diaries, Jesus Christ. I deleted all the other Achievement Diary items except for Rada's Blessing, because it's the best blessing, and you can just go talk to them to get it back anyhow. Talked about the Kerases. Salve Amulet EI is another one of those things where it wouldn't take me any money or any time to get it back, and I'm just... why waste the time? Doesn't seem very helpful to me. So this is all of the melee equipment that we've got. Starting with Void, and I guess the Kerases and Dragon Defender. So really, this is going to be the fit for a little bit here. I don't know if we're going to do a smack KQ with the blue one, but this is what we've got going on right now, and quite frankly, I've never felt sexier. The second tab here is teleports. I don't really know. It seems stupid for me. Like, these are all free except for the pendant, I guess. And the eye, I guess you have to grind back, and I mean, it's not like they really get used anyways. It felt stupid to me to delete teleports that are effectively free, and I'd be going back to get immediately anyways. This final tab here, we have untradables, things that, you know, I could drop and delete, but quite frankly, I'm not going to. We'll go through why here in just a little second. But most of these I don't think should really affect the run in any substantial way. I'm looking through it again just to make sure. I don't think this is going to affect anything. Ancient Blood Ornament Kit, I'm not doing Blorba again. Although I guess in fairness I'd only have to go and kill Whisperer, but I'm not doing that again, so we're keeping him. Cursed Phalanx, that's the TOA 500 kit. Again, I don't want to go and run a 500 TOA again, so we'll have that kit for when it's ready. Eye of the Corruptor, same deal as the other Kerases. A Ragsite Head, that's for putting the Slayer Helm back together once I get it eventually. If I get it, I guess there's really no reason for me to do it besides the White Rancor, which is why I have the Ragsite Head. I've got my 2 Parasitic Eggs from Fasani's Nightmare for doing the Pet Transmog or the Pet Recolor, which I'm excited to do whenever we get around to it, but I didn't want to drop them. I think they're common enough that I would get another one by the time I got a pet, but you know, better safe than sorry. Metaphyte Ornament Kit and Sword Crafting Kit are the same as the Cursed Phalanx. I mean, there's 0 reason for me to have them, but there's also 0 reason for me to delete them, so here they are. 14 Threads of Elidinus, similar to the Kerases. I did my time. I served my nickel. I'm not gonna go back and run 100 TOA to get my thread back, okay? I will eventually get my rune pouch back, probably one of the first items I'll buy back, or quality of life items I'll buy back, but I've done my 1000 TOA. I'm going to take a thread. Took everything in my power not to drop all 5 of these executioners. God damn it. It took me took everything in my power not to drop all 5 of these executioners axe heads. They still make me salty when I look at them, but let's be honest, they're 125 mil a pop, assuming you put the axe together, so there's no reason to drop them. In the bank they stay, same deal for Eye of Duke. Gommel's Hilt, I don't think I need it. It's probably the same as a teleport, but I don't know. I guess I could drop it, honestly, but I don't really know what it's used for besides teleporting to Mol Ulrek. Rune Defender, in case I lose my Defender, my Dragon Defender, somehow I keep this in the bank. I've had it since I got my Dragon Defender all those years ago. I'm sure I'll never need it, but you know, in the off chance that I lose my Dragon Defender, like falling asleep at the keyboard or some shit like that, and can't afford Death Coffer fee, it keeps me from having to do all the other defenders first. Ancient Shards. I don't like Slayer, so I'd rather just have them in the bank, just in case. Blisterwood Flail. There is a vampire thing coming out at the end of December this year. I have no idea what it is or what it'll entail, but given the history of vampires, keeping the Blisterwood Flail doesn't sound like a bad idea. And then Colossal Pouch, I'm not going to drop it because I'm not farming the Abyssal Needle again. Will I ever need it? I doubt it, but that was a long grind, and I don't want to do it again. But that's everything. I mean, look, that's everything. You can't even scroll. Listen, I don't know if that was coming through or not, but I was attempting to scroll, and can't scroll. That's all of it. And then, you know, nothing in the Grand Exchange Collection box either. We are truly going from scratch to the best of my abilities. What else? Emberlight, Avernic, and my Slayer Helm are stored in stash units, and I can probably show you because they're not hard. When you revert the Avernic, you don't get it back. It's just 45 mil poof into the Aether. And so instead of just deleting 45 mil from the game, I decided to keep it in this stash unit here because, you know, why delete 45 mil? And then whenever I reach the point where I can, you know, I can buy or decide to do an Avernic back, I'll just convert 45 mil to plat tokens and pull this guy out whenever that is. And then in a very similar vein, I have my Emberlight in here, along with the Amulet of the Damned. When I was trying to sell shit back, I did undo the Emberlight and then redid it, and saw how many charges it would actually take and how many marks of darkness or whatever they were to get the Arclight back up, and I don't want to do that again. Could I have sold it for the 50 mil it's worth right now? Also, hell of a crash, that's sad. Yes, I could have sold it for that 50 mil, but I think I would rather just not lose the time investment that is all of those Ancient Shards, not Marks of Darkness, Ancient Shards. But yeah, this is the bank now. This is where we're at. I got the little safety of the platinum tokens here. If I decide to bitch out and change my mind, I always can, but I think this should be fun. I don't really know what I'm going to do to start off with, but I'll keep you posted, and I hope you're as excited as I am to hop back in this grind. I don't know if there's going to be more clips after this, but if not, likes and subscribes. I love you. Bye-bye.